Baseball from the Lone Star State. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next. And our starting pitcher here today, Jack Leiter. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots. Just about ready to roll. Here's Trevor Larnach.
The left fielder, number 9, Trevor Larnach.
And we're underway in Arlington. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And foul ball. That misses. Ball 2. And down on strikes. 1 away.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Take a look at the lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Here's a 2-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Just starting out here in Arlington. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. In the air, out towards left center. Langford gets under it. And there's 2 away. So up next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens.
Number 2, Cody Clemens.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that's in for a strike. Got him. That ends the frame. Now the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Connor Prielipp. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy. Andrew McCutchen stepping in for the Rangers. And that clips the inside corner. Fouled off left side. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2.
Well,
and a swing and a miss. One gone, bottom half of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Strike one.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup ball right.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. Corey Seager leaves the yard. His 21st of the year. The Rangers score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's two down.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Popped up. Clemens settles under this one, and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. Rangers strike first on the solo job. It's now 1-0. This is Twins baseball on the show North. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Leiter goes 6'1", 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. On the ground to short, Seager. Over to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
To third, Young. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
In the air, left side. Langford on the move. And that is that. Back in Arlington, bottom half of inning number 2. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Young.
Whoa. And that skips into dirt. Out to short, Lopez. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Yes. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Now it's going to be Wyatt Langford. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Josh Smith in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Langford leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's a high chopper. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. And out to aboard
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Ezekiel.
That one fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him. And although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
First and second, two down. Here in the rubber match of this three-game series. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Top half of the third inning. And now for the Twins, Otto Lopez. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike two.
Ball two.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Into center. And it falls. So a man aboard now with one away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And a base hit up the middle. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back singles. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Swing and a miss, strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Hit by pitch. First base.
Up next for the Twins, the right fielder, Matt Warner.
Ball one on a pitch inside.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
And another ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
There's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Home run number 15 on the year. And the Twins have the lead now. It's 4-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
One down. Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning. Get the outs that you need and get back into the dugout.
On the ground. Loves it on the dive. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure. Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Set down on strikes. Ends the inning after they racked up. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
McCutcheon.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either. That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter even though he's behind in the count. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Seager.
Just missed. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Swing and a ground ball. Throw sails over his head at first. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
1 out man at first, and here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. The 0-1. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup out. Number 2.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And there's a strike. Snap throw to first. Seager back easily. Seager off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. Rangers leave 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Lewis.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
This one in the air right field, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Josh Bell.
Fastball for a strike. Outside corner, there's a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The batter, number 8.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
At the plate, Otto Lopez. Swing and a foul out of play. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Jordan Montgomery appears to be getting loose. Martin, the right-hander, also getting loose. Just missed. Man at first, one away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take it, base.
The batter, number 15. Second baseman, Luke Keeschel.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jack Leiter won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jordan Montgomery.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Substitution now at second base, and pinch running for the Twins, James Outman getting some more speed on the bases. Keeschel swings through it for strike 1. That's ripped into the outfield. He's got it. The throw into second, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Up next to Minnesota, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Just missed. That's to third. Tosses across to first, and that will end the inning. Twins strand a pair, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Young.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, number 32, Evan Carter.
Ball 1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there are 2 outs. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Langford.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. Nothing doing for the Rangers, and they trail it 4-1. Back at Globe Life Field, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Trevor Larnach. To the right side, and he can't come up with it, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
No.
Montgomery measures 6 feet 6 inches, 230 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 outs, base is empty. Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Whoa.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Montgomery settles under it. And that is that. Back in Arlington, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. And that is out of play.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This one popped up. Clemens under it. 1 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter. And obviously a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
The Rangers trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. Inside, almost got him. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Ball. Low.
And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. And McCutchen is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Twins 4 and the Rangers 1. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. And now Byron Buxton. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
Oh. Nope, outside.
And that skips into dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one finds the zone, and the count is filled up.
Not just great execution right there. Ran that 2-seamer out over the outside edge, showing that he's not afraid to walk this guy.
Payoff pitch. On the ground to the left. Young tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. And that's a little bit high. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still two challenges left for them.
That's the ball.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Time called.
Ball.
A changeup missing. Full count now. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Two down.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter,
James Outman getting ready to hit. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. Time called now. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Kalen Culpepper trying to get something going for him with two away. Hit on the ground to short. Seager on to first, and that is that. Twins back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Seager.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Way out front for strike two.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Left field. And it one-hops the wall. And he starts the bottom of the sixth with a double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Tap foul at the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. This one in the air, right field. That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Next up for Texas, Jake Berger.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Twins,
change here, Justin Topa.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitched so far this season.
And that one hit to first. One at second. Return throw to first. Double play. And the run scores from third.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
On the inside corner for a strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Twins 4 and the Rangers 2. You're watching. We go to the top of the seventh, and now for the Twins, Otto Lopez. Here comes the 0-1. Struck him out looking. Lopez not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Time called. Up the middle, a sliding stop to first. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
Good hustle. And we're talking about an emerging leader on a team. Those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
So digging in, Ryan Jeffers, 1 for 2. Here's a rocket to right field. McCutchen takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time off he'll find a hole.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
1-2. In the dirt. Matt Wallner would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Got him. That's out number 3. One left. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summer.
The center fielder, Evan Carter.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. One pitch and one out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Whoa.
In there at the knees, and a count 1-1. Line to left, and foul ball. Here's a 1-2.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
Nope, that's low.
A little bit high. And a count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on. Outside low. And the count is 3-1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, an acrobatic play to end the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Chris Martin on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next to hit, Matt Wallner. And we can't forget his big grand slam back in the third.
Yeah, that's arguably the most impactful swing of this ball game. He's one of the guys the media is definitely going to want to quote from after this one is over, especially if they hold on for the win.
Comes up empty. Martin, a 6'8" righty. He throws a cutter, a 4-seamer, a splitter, a 2-seamer, and he works in a slider. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 0-2.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch.
So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Time call. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these.
Hard hit to right center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air, right field. McCutchen on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The second baseman, Ezekiel Joanne. Now pitching for the
on the mound now for the Twins,
19,
Eric Orrs.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him swinging. Now 1 away.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
That's out the corner.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Twins leading by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him swinging for the K. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs it.
So now it's Corey Seager. He's already homered here in this one. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. And the Rangers set down in order. They trail it here 4-2. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Josh Spores.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Austin Martin.
Well, looking for a little insurance here to start the ninth, Boog.
Out to short. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Number 8, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Ripped on a line to center. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher,
Ryan Jeffers digs in now. 1 for 3. Quick move to first. And he dives back in safely. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two on, 2 outs. That one almost got him.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
A little bit low. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens.
Number 2, Cody Clemens.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
So he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
The Twins trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one misses. Ball 3. That one is absolutely belted. One run is in. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Another comes in to score a 2-run double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Josh Spores gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So they turn things over to the righty, Carter Baumler.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
Pitch gets away. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. And he swings through that one. Wallner on third. Clemens on at second with 2 down. In there. Sets him down on strikes. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's 7-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Ripped to third and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Rangers, the designated hitter, Jake Burger.
That one misses. Ball 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Ripped into left center, base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Looking to extend the play now. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next for the
As a
Rangers,
hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Here's Josh Young. That's too low. And it's 1-0. Ground ball to the right side. And now 1 out remaining for Texas.
Up next for the Rangers.
So next to hit for Texas, Evan Carter. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Carter.
Hey!
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Prielipp with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Welcome to the desert and inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Showing the slab in today's game, Zach Gallen. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Ball, that's it.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double to start the game.
He was all over that one. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Austin Martin now at the plate. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. You're in game one of this 3-game set. That misses. 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Moreno takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Batting third.
And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate.
Outside.
But when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
Man at second. Wallner went deep in his most recent game. A little out front there as he swings through it. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 out and a runner at second. This one in the air, center field. Thomas under it. And there's 2 down. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though. Here's Byron Buxton. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Twins have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Buxton on the run. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man on second, 2 down. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. They limit the damage here. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here at Chase Field, and on the hill for the Twins, Taj Bradley. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one ripped, but foul. One now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Ball, that's out.
You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. That
Ball
one misses, and the count is 3-1. And that's ball four.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Ketel Marte in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Hey!
Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely. Man at first, one away. That's a strike across the top of the zone. 1-2 now. Got him. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Quick move to first. Carroll dives back in safely. Carroll, the runner at first with two gone. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that will end the inning. On to the second inning here in the desert. Minnesota leads this one 1-0. This is back here in the desert, and now for the Twins, Luke Keeschel. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. That one out to right. Carroll settles under this one, and there's one away. In the air, right field. Carroll has a beat on it. 2 away now.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
Hey!
Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the second. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Bradley, a 6'2" righty, 220 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part.
Moreno.
Just
that pitch is up.
missed. Now a screamer into the outfield. And he can't make the play. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Fantastic effort to track down that ball. Even though he didn't make the catch, teammates
Moreno.
love to see that kind of hustle out of him.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Gurriel gets a piece. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1 and 2. Moreno, the runner at second with 1 away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. That's the second out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And that's a base hit. Moreno around third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Struck him out looking. Culpepper thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Austin Martin. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Ripped, but it curls foul. And the 0-1. Fly ball down the line. Carroll hustling after it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Outside, that's a ball.
And that's downstairs. Full count now. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Tyler Locklear.
Ball. Down.
Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
There's a swing and a miss. Drilled out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase him the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Ball. That's down.
I'm a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy.
Nope. Upstairs.
Man at second. On the ground to 3rd. Long throw to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, number 7.
This is Corbin Carroll. Walked his first time. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The flip, save. It was never going to be easy after the missed flip.
Second baseman, Marte.
Ball.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at 3rd, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job.
As we go to the top of the 4th, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Outside low, and a full count now. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
2 balls, no strikes to count. And that one ripped into right. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Trevor Larnach.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Inside, ball 2.
Strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Number 5, Alex Thomas.
And that one is in for a strike.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Stays alive. Another 1-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one outside.
That ball went out.
And now it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Runner on the move and fouled off. In the dirt to second. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position. Tying run in scoring position. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Fly ball down the line. Martin on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Gurriel swings through it for strike one.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Ball, that's inside.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
In there at the knees. A little bit high. And that's ball two.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. The throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. A big two-out hit, and the game is tied.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next to hit for Arizona, Tyler Locklear.
Hey!
Arenado leads off first with two down to the inning.
Ball one.
On the ground to third, Culpepper. Throws to first. That ends the frame. So one run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now for the Twins, Luke Keeschel. Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Popped up first base side. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-2.
Ball inside.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Up next for Minnesota, the catcher, Victor.
So up next for Minnesota, Victor Caratini. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Now quick throw to first. Lopez back on a dive. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared. Got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Man at second. Hit in the air, right field. Carroll should have this one. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Galen Culpepper.
Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Josh Bell looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
At the ball.
Gallen checks on the runner, and he's back in easily.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Runner at second, 2 down. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He'll take it around the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Now here is Cody Clemens. This one in the air. Marte drifts towards it. And that is that. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That misses. Ball 1. Perdomo measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball there. On the strike, the pitch. In the air to left center, and he can't make the play. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Perdomo on at first. Nobody out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Taj Bradley gives way. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in.
For
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Anthony Banda.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Hey!
The 0-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that is a big first out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Banda checks the runner.
No, he's in there.
Back in on a dive. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground, Lopez. Save!
He's safe! Safe!
Alec Thomas now. Golden opportunity right here. Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Going 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Anthony Banda departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's a new arm into the game, the righty, Jake Cousins.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here in the desert. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Now pitching for the
Cade Stroud gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Leading off, Austin Martin. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Quick toss to first.
No, he's in
Martin
there.
dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at
He's in there,
second
he's
with a
safe.
stolen base. Man at second. Almost got him. Little chopper rolls foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
The 0-1. Just missed. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Good job to fight that one off. Time
We got
called.
time.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Pitch misses there. Full count now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Larned
Off the plate,
up
ball
to
one.
bat next. Lays off for a ball. Pickoff throw. And he's back in on a dive. Man on second, 2 down. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 6th inning, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
That's out.
Got him swinging. One down.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Tyler Locklear.
This manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Diamondbacks down quickly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Just off the inside edge. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Out to short. Perdomo on to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, near the fence, and a foul ball. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Nelson up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Swings through the sweeper. He goes down looking. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Victor Caratini. In the air, right field. And that is that. Back here in the desert, here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Ground ball up the middle. Lopez on the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Jake Cousins won't go any further. So a lefty out of the pen, Taylor Rogers, on for the 30th time this year. And a foul ball. And look out. As that one ran in and got him.
Number 4, second baseman.
One gone runner at first. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, It's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Rogers keeping an eye on him.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball, that's out.
Bounced up the middle. Glove flip for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Nelson.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Close. But called a ball. Ball one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-1. That's a strike. Nelson in his fourth year, pitching for the 20th time this season. And he was a second-round pick back in 2019. That's inside. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Mitch Bratt, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Check swing, no appeal, and the count is 1-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Hard hit, right side. Locklear takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Austin Martin, the next twin up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So back here at Chase Field, here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Adrian Del Castillo. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next one just misses. And the count is 1-2. Ripped towards third. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, Good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's the 2-2. And there's a ball.
3.
Got him. 2 out. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno, 1 for 3.
That's a ball.
And a 1-1. Hit in the air, center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Offense held in check there through 8 full. It's the Twins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here in the desert, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner.
Ball, that's just out.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing at a ground ball and foul ball. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2.
What do you
Wallner
got?
checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. The 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
This one smoked out to left. Gurriel makes the grab on the run. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Larnach, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting through this inning only down 2 can give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. Down go the Twins in order as the lead remains 3-1.
Now pitching for the
Cole
Twins,
Sands
number
on to try and
44,
close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And we're back.
Leading
Here's
up
Lourdes
for the
Gurriel
Diamondbacks,
Jr.
the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Hey!
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Buxton on the move to the gap. And there's one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Smoked on the ground a second. Slinging it to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Locklear stands in now and watches strike one. They're down to their final strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
2 down, nobody on.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 down. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Nope, outside. Hey!
This one popped up. Lopez under this one. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Arizona, Brandon Pfaadt. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. All right, ready to get underway. Cody Clemens now at the plate. And with that, we're underway here in the desert.
First pitch, 7-10.
Close, but called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a strike on the outside edge.
Ball 2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count is filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike. In that location.
Aye.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. No swing, he held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Fastball for a strike. Runner on the go. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, James Outman.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next.
Now this one gets through. Clemens rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
1 down. Next is the designated hitter, Josh Bell. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris.
That's ball 2.
Out towards right center field. Carroll should have this one. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Luke Truesdale.
Inside, ball 1.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Struck him out looking. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill for the Twins, Bailey Ober. How about a scouting report on him? Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Batting second. First base.
Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That's ball two.
You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being
and that'll do it. Back here in the desert, and now for the Twins, Otto Lopez.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity. Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy had tastic. In the air, right field, Carroll settles under it. 2 down. Kalen Culpepper, the next Twin up to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Hit in the air, right field. Carroll under it. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Clemens takes it to the bag. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 5th, center fielder, Alex Thomas.
Rips one to right. And there are 2 down. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Martin returns it to the infield. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. swings through it for strike 1. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Gurriel gets a piece. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back here at Chase Field, and now for the Twins, James Outman. Towards first. Close play, but he just beat him to the bag for the out. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, outside. Oh, that's inside.
That one is upstairs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Absolutely frozen with a backdoor slider for strike 3.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call, and tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
2 down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 2. Next pitch is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Got him swinging. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Strike 2.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Fouled off left side. The 0-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Nope, he held back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now at the plate, Pavin Smith.
Yeah.
Quick move to first,
No,
and he
he's in
dives
there.
back in safely. Man at first, one away. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
This is Corbin Carroll. Fly to left his first time. Carroll wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1 left for Arizona, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in the desert, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And that one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Bell wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges.
Ball 2.
The 3-1. And that one clips the corner. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. 1 out, man at first. So up next for Minnesota, Luke Keeschel. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Gurriel takes it in for the out. 2 away now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Bell off of first with 2 away. And he grounds one back up the middle, flips it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Making a move at second base. Here's the pinch runner for the Twins, Byron Buxton, getting some more speed on the bases. And a foul ball. You'll one. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Field 2. In the air, left field. Martin hustling after it. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
0-1 now. And downstairs.
And obviously a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Man at second. In the dirt, it scoots away. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to
right side, hard hit. Clemens steps on the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Tosses to first, but the game is tied as the run comes in. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
That one finds the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Well, these Twins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. You really can't pin it on one player because we've seen soft contact up and down this lineup. It's time to make some adjustments because this approach is just off.
little out front there as he swings through it.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each hitter. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
This one in the air right field, and it stays fair. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder James Outman.
Late with the swing there. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for Minnesota, first baseman.
And now Cody Clemens. He's 0 for 1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Now a quick throw to first. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. The 0-1, runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second.
That's a ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Clemens leads off first with 1 away. Quick toss to first. Clemens back in on a dive. This one popped up right side. Brings it in.
Up next for the Twins,
Stepping in, Matt Wallner. Quick move to first. Clemens dives back in safely. One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. The throw in. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners.
Up next for Minnesota, the designated.
He kind of
hitter,
rolled over
Prielipp
on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. In to score from third, and they lead by 2. Not in time. He's safe.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Cade Stroud.
And this is a tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
The 0-1. High chopper to third. Arenado tosses to first. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here at Chase Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In the air to left center. Martin on the move, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball.
Strike 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Short hop liner handled it short, and they get the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup, Geraldo Perdomo. The next to hit, 1 for 2.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And the Diamondbacks down. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for
Ryan
the
Thompson
Diamondbacks.
takes over on the mound.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Foul ball there. And that's in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
No.
Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Taylor Clark, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. That's too low. Ball 2. Now one missed. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find a zone.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free
Up next
pass.
for Minnesota, third baseman Kalen Culpepper.
Making a move at first, and pinch running for the Twins, Royce Lewis. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
James Outman will hit next.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Trevor Larnach. Big spot for him here. In the air, left side. Gurriel has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Cody Clemens digs in now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
High in the air, out to right. And that is that. Twins stranded. Back here in the desert, bottom of the sixth. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Victor Caratini, the new catcher now.
Victor Caratini.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
You know, these D-backs looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Off the plate,
and you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
High fly ball out towards left center. Larnach under it and makes the grab. 2 away. Here's Ketel Marte cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. No swing.
Nope. Outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The Diamondbacks trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Up the middle. Over to first. They get the out on Marte. And it's a welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Clark. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And a foul ball. That one 95 to finish him off.
Ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. That one almost got him. Struck him out swinging. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That one finds the corner. That is strike two. That's inside. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the seventh, Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
One up, one down.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Late swing fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you.
And that one hammered way back there. And that one is out of here. A solo shot. Home run number 10 on the year. And just like that, they're within a run. These fans are really excited right now. Adrian Del Castillo getting ready to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Hey.
That one ripped. That's a base hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Bailey Ober gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Dan Altavilla.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's a ball. Aye.
The Twins holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. One and two now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped on the ground to second, throws to first in time, but the tying run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. Here's Nolan Arenado.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. See the velocity 97 with that fastball.
Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they score twice and even it up late. 8th inning. Ready to begin the 8th. And now for the Twins, Luke Keeschel. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off.
That's a really good take.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Next offering is outside. Otto Lopez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on base.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back safely. The 1-1. Runner takes off, pitches low. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Line drive, that's a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Vic Caratini at the plate, getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively.
now.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The 1-0.
Hey.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out by a mile.
Clearly right there trying to set themselves up for a big inning. Try to get two runners in the scoring position with nobody out. I mean, that could explode right here. But just didn't work right there. Thrown out at second base. They still got a chance, though, with this runner at third. Got to execute. Don't waste this opportunity.
2-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The Twins with the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's too low. Full count now. Swing and a pop-up. Perdomo under this one. 2 down. Torey Lovullo is out. Now on the bump, Paul Sewald.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 1. Hard liner. Stretches out and holds it in.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And here's the first baseman, Pavin Smith. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Pavin Smith.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Swings through that one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Outside, that's a ball.
Ground ball to the right side. Clemens takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one the other way, and foul ball. Ball 1 there. That's off the inside corner. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez. Not in time. Great effort there, but now the go-ahead run is on at first. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Another look at it. Singer, you seeing it? An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Got him. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. Score remains tied at 3. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now for the Twins, Trevor Larnach. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Ball one.
Down the line, and it's foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. And a count 1-2. Got him looking.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Next to hit, Austin Martin.
Ball one.
That catches the corner.
That's ball two.
Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side. Back here in the desert, bottom half of the ninth, and we've got a tie ball game. Home side looking to walk it off. Alec Thomas now at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Keishel in plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make. So they bring on the veteran, Justin Topa.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That clips the corner. Moreno not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. The 0-2. That one to first. Clemens takes it to the bag. 2 away.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Rafael Castillo in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. This one popped up. And that is that. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. On to extra innings. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner.
Ball, that's out. Ball 2.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Inside, ball 3.
Well, first base is open, but there's plenty of power waiting on deck for a tough spot for the pitcher, especially with this count.
And that drops in for a strike. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for the Twins, the designated hitter, Byron Buxton.
There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. Over to Pavin Smith. It's a double play.
So very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Go ahead run on base. Luke Diesel, the next Twin up to hit. Swinging a foul out of play. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Next one misses.
That's inside.
Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Huge strikeout. Back here at Chase Field. On to the bottom of the 10th. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That misses. Ball 1. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Tag out, and they cut down the winning run at third. Gurriel gets a piece. The 1-2. Swings, and this one's flared. That one gets down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. And the winning run is aboard with a double.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. Now just 1 swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Here comes the manager. So they turn to their closer, Cole Sands.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season. So we'll see if that factors in.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Winning run at second with one away here in extra innings.
Ball,
Just
exit
missed. And that's a little bit high. And a count 2-1. That's a little bit low. Drilled out towards left center field. Martin going after it. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Oh, he misses it. It drops.
Looked like a routine catch all the way until it wasn't. And these things happen from time to time, but now the offense gets a runner in scoring position for free. So we'll see if they can cash in on the mistake.
Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Golden opportunity right here. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Fought off foul. The D-backs, the winning run at third. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Next pitch misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Digging in, Corbin Carroll. And here's the strike. A little bit high. One ball, one strike. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're in extras here. And now for the Twins, Otto Lopez. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 4-3. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
One on, nobody out, a run in, and here in extra innings. Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. Ginkel, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. The 1-1. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Just caught the zone by a whisker. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Mitch Bratt.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two down, nobody on. That one outside, and the count is 2-0. Two down, base is empty, but one run across. We are in the 11th.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll gets under it. And that is that.
Now pitching for
Eric Ords gets the ball now. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 1 for 4 with a double. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Here's your 1. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
So the tying run at second. In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Out towards right center field. Wallner on his way over. And there's one down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Alex Thomas.
That just misses. Ball 1. The Diamondbacks with the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. The next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that is out of play. The 2-1. The other way. Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they've tied it again. Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Sliced hard but foul. The D-backs with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the bottom of the 11th. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And he won around. Just enough that time. Tied at 4.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 12th inning coming up. Back here in the desert, on to the 12th. Here's Trevor Larnach. Fouled off. He was late. Man at second. In the dirt. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds.
That's ball 2.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Smith under it. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Swings through that. The Twins with the go-ahead run standing at second here deep into extra innings. Down the line, and it's foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Off the plate, and that's ball 1. On the ground to the left. Throw to first. In time. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Well, Lou, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Martin, the next to hit, takes outside. Moved to second, and he's back in on a dive. Man on second, 2 down. And there's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Matt Wallner would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 3-0 down. And there's the automatic. That pitch in for a strike. Full count out. He walked in, and that will keep things going.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Just missed. First and second, 2 down, and we're deep into extras. Left field, and that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Back here in extras.
Number 24.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Tied at 4. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He gets there. Winning run at third with only 1 out. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 0-2 now. It's a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 down and the winning run at third. Right side, Keishel. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. That's outside. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. And that's down and away. And that one fouled off. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings and misses, struck him out. Inning number 13 set to go. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Called strike right there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Man at second. And that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. Cut off, throw to third. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. And next for Minnesota, Otto Lopez. Runner on the go. Line drive. And that's the third out. Back here at Chase Field, last half of the 13th set to go. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swinging a foul out of play. Tied at 4. Outside low. And the count even 1-1.
That's a ball.
This one in the air, center field. Martin settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. And that misses. And that's ball one. The Diamondbacks with the winning run standing at second here in extra innings.
Ball two.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. The winning run on second base. That's ripped into the outfield. And there's two away.
Up next for the
Now it's the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Fought off foul. Here at the bottom of the third, team, 2 outs.
Oh, that's picked
Fastball
out.
is outside. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's off the plate.
Catcher challenges, and this could be a big momentum swing. And it did miss the zone. The call stands. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to home.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good.
On a line, should be extra bases. Around third, across is the winning run, and the Diamondbacks break through to win it in 13.